You alive. What's going on, Fitty?
What up, man?
Oh, did you see the game?
Yeah, this is a fake smile. It's fake news on my face right now. It was a tough one to swallow, but like we said, baby steps in this improvement.
Yeah, it's rough. We're gonna stop this right now.
Okay.
I'm going in and out, and I can't. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I got a good strong one with you. Everything seems to be. Oh, you just went mute now.
Oh, it's all good.
Oh, there you go.
Hold on a second. This is some bullshit. Oh, oh. We're gonna stay live, evidently.
Okay. Well, I mean, we'll do what we got to do.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I
So
mean,
the baby
my
steps,
face, my
just
face is
baby
frozen on
steps along. We came out of the gate looking like we're ready to go, which I mean, they were prepared. It's just Liverpool, they're an overpowering squad, man. They just keep coming at you.
Yeah, Mane's hella strong.
Yeah. You are going in and out now.
Oh, it's cool. It was a little frozen. It's okay. It's
Right.
it's a ghetto podcast, but it's
It was a bad sign. See?
What did you say?
It was a bad sign early on when I saw it. There was 3 times in like the first 10 minutes, Mane just ran over and hit somebody.
Oh yeah,
just run into somebody. He hit Tierney in his jaw, and they didn't call nothing. They didn't call none of them.
That was a yellow card.
They did call the Tierney one.
That was a yellow card.
Yeah.
When he knocked the shit out of Tierney.
Yeah.
Right
and
all
I can keep thinking is, what is he doing on that side of the pitch? What's he doing way over there?
Everywhere. what kind of performance enhancing drugs are Liverpool on? I mean, jeez.
I said that to myself about Mane, dude. I'm like, you know what? You could be a little stout motherfucker, man, but this is ridiculous. Like, right. He could run through a brick wall, dude.
He put the hammer down right away when he sent that elbow. He let everybody know this is what type of game it's gonna be. You know what I would love to see him and Raheem Sterling in a cage match to see who the strongest little nigga is in world football. Strong. Who do you got though? Who do you got? Mane or Raheem Sterling?
Dude, if nobody's learned by now, you better not ever root against Raheem Sterling, dude. You better not.
The original crack baby. He's stronger than Mane.
His little sugar run. Don't mess with Raheem, dude.
Yeah, I would if I had to bet, I would go with Raheem Sterling.
I just think so. Plus, I started thinking about it like Mane, like a lot of his is momentum, which means he likes to lean into it. And Raheem is just solid. He just solid on his base, man. He don't lean. He just
strong. It would have been great to see. It would have been great to see how he played with Jurgen Klopp and that style, because it fits him, you know.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Oh yeah. So back to the game. Arsenal lose 1. Lacazette. One of my little knocks against him is like when he has that chance, against a run of play on a break or something. It's just, it's not,
Yeah. You know what?
You want those chances to go to Aubameyang,
it just his head gets in the way sometimes, man. You know, and the naturals, just the all-out natural goal scorers, they know what they have to do when it gets to one-on-one to get that shot off. And I'll even say it's two, even though the flag came up a minute and 30 seconds late. The first one that he had broke through, and you're like, it looks like he's offsides. Oh, the flag hasn't come up, and he still missed. He missed that one too. Like, so it's rough.
We got a welcome back from Ms. Sheffield. Can you set on the screen?
So, and I actually was speaking during the whole time. I think it recorded me. So I think we're good to go. But
excuse me, I missed what. So with comment, that's what I was just showing you.
Everything broke up that you said, so I'm not sure what you said, but
I said
I will say that I was talking and reviewing the whole time that you were frozen off, and when you came back, I was so I think it's still recording. But
no, I heard you. I heard everything you were saying.
Oh, okay.
I was saying we got comment from somebody. That's all.
Yeah.
Because we're live, so there's somebody that's watching us. Bless their heart.
Oh, okay. Right on. What's up?
I showed you. I see that. Can you see it? The comment on the screen.
Oh yeah. He gave us a welcome back.
Hey, you can see that.
Yeah, Misha Fick. Misha Fick 1. Anyway, what's up, homie? Thank you, man. We're just happy to just sit around and chat some Arsenal, man.
Right.
Rough day today.
Did M Chip 1? Did you see anything you want to add to the Arsenal game? It was a rough one. I don't know if you're an Arsenal fan, but it was a rough game. All right. So what else, Fitz? What else we got?
I tell you, my first reaction when I saw the lineup, even though I do like the guy, is I felt like El Nini might not be the right play. And he actually might have been maybe as solid as anybody we had out there today.
Who's that?
El Nini.
Yeah, El Nini looked good. And when whatchamacallit came on, Ceballos.
Yeah.
In the second half. I'm really in the second half. Really looked like he was going to maybe do something and get a goal. I don't even know what to say about Lacazette, but
it's just so hard to analyze. Like I tell you what, people doing a West Ham podcast, a Southampton podcast, you're gonna say the same thing against Liverpool. Wow, man, they just keep coming.
They never stop. They never stop.
And their press. I mean, this is like a broken record. I keep saying it, but I remember this like 6-7 years ago against Barca in Champions League. And I was like, everybody talks about all their clever offense, but watch that defense. The way they close down on balls makes it so hard to just get anything like roaring, get any kind of rhythm going.
Oh yeah, right. They were more physical than us. And not just strength and bumping us to the ball and getting to the second ball, but just the speed at which they play. It just looked like we were outmatched at times, but we still had a couple opportunities where we could have really, be tied up at 2 and kind of try to hunk down and hang on for a draw. But we have a comment here. He said, M. Sheffield 1. He said, honestly, he didn't watch the game, but he's not upset because he didn't think just put it up.
Yeah. There it is.
Which is true.
There. Oh, put it back up.
Which is true. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
I kind of got my hopes up because we were 2-0. You know, but in real, you know, if there were fans there in Anfield, you know, he's right. He's right.
No, and I mean my biggest hope, when I say my hopes were up for the game, it was that we just played a solid game and just hung with them. And there was a point in the second half, if Laka puts that away, it's 2-2.
Right.
And I'm, you know, so in general, and then the last goal, it's whatever, man. That's garbage time goal that, you know, because we were putting a push on at the very end of the game too.
Yeah. Another good point. Oh, went out. Look, this guy is good. We're on the same page, M. Sheffield one. We need new additions.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what this game taught me. Our middle is too low, and that's a huge part. You know what I mean? We need we need new players. I don't know what's going on with Partey or Aurier, but if we can get both of those guys in, I think we can be on to something. You can tell one more thing. When the Bibles came in and we shot off, I keep going in and out. I'm sorry. We were able to. Can you hear me?
It's in and out, but I'm following.
Right. I'm just saying.
You know, hey, as much as my Wi-Fi's been ridiculed, yeah.
I'm just saying. I can barely hear you and shit. But anyway, we need some new additions.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with what he's saying, and you know, like I told you last week, with the way the financials are, like I believe we can maybe get one of those two. I'm still kind of leaning that I think Awar is the one that they're trying to say, like, yes, we can do it with a re-offer, which means, you know, the last offer still got rejected, supposedly 35 mil. Or no, 30 plus 5 in additions, add-ons. And now they're saying that we're going to come back with a 40 million, 10 million add-on, which is a $50 million bid for Aurora. And I think that only happens if they know that we've got one of these guys sold, which is probably Torreira. Torreira's sold. And Torreira goes for 20 mil. That's 20 off of the 40. The 10 mil, they figure we can make that up if we're, you know, if we can make Champions League or finish top 7 at least, or, you know, whatever. But everything is like, if we don't sell, we don't buy.
Right. Kroenke with the Rams. Yeah. I mean, we got money, you know.
That's what I hate. It's like, you know what? You could say we don't have money and we have to do that, but like, how many years have they said, like, you know, Man U's, like, at one time they used to say the richest football club in the world, and they were running in the red all the time, constantly. And it's because they made a conscious choice that sometimes we're going to break the bank for players. And we're not even asking them to break the bank for Partey or I mean, 45 mil. I mean, I know that seems steep during the pandemic, I guess, but it's not a lot of money. It's not like you're just saying, like, you know, you have value on your team. You could trade. You can get rid of some guys.
The thing I don't understand is why does it take so long? I mean, we've been after Partey for a long time. Do you think we'll get Partey? M. Sheffield just asked the same question. He said, do you think we'll get Partey? You know,
like I said, if I stick to what I'm thinking, that we get one or the other, I think it's going to end up being a war. The way the talk sounds, it sounds like a war is the one that is very willing to come. Lyon doesn't have any European football this year. So he's like, I want to move. He's going to be pushing to move on from his side too. And I think he's going to end up being the one.
Definitely. And, you know, most of those big clubs, look, here's another great point by M. Sheffick one. This guy is in my head. But most big clubs run in the red. You know?
Yes.
They have bills. They buy players because if you do good, you get in the Champions League and you make good runs, you're gonna make that money back anyway. You know? And I mean, if we're not developing young players, which you can maybe say we are with soccer, then you have to buy. It's a simple.
Well, I mean, you have to buy some, and I mean, some admittance I think is like, what we are is like we're like a Southampton on steroids. We've got more money than Southampton, but we kind of choose to try to build our shit the way they do. Find young guys and bring them up through the system. And that's one way of doing business. But then don't fool yourself like I'm a Barca or I'm a, we're like a PSG. Like that's not the club we are,
We're
but
still
like you said, there's plenty of money coming in. Listen, this is my theory. I'm going to be quick with this one. I've been saying this about all professional sports. Those guys that own teams, it's a billionaire boys club. You can run in the red for 10, 15, 20 years. And the day you sell your club, all bills are taken care of.
Right.
Everything is taken care of, and you're going to walk with a bunch of money in your pocket. So if you're rich and you got the money, you can do this. You can run in the red, and it doesn't have to balance the books every year.
Man, you do it all the time. They're always in the red. And I'm not saying we even have to go that far, but people like, and I tell you what, and this might be the end of this podcast for today or this live stream. He better start answering some questions about Ozil. I'm sorry. Like whatever's going on with Ozil, whatever is happening, that's $350,000 a week.
I mean, if you to act like he can't play the Carabao Cup. It's ridiculous, dude. Like,
not even you guys, bench. I mean, and answer some questions. Don't do me like be honest. Be like, look, I'm not playing this guy. I don't like his attitude, whatever. But let's get to the bottom of that. That's a lot of money. If you can't sell him, let's try to figure out a way to play him. You did it with Xhaka. Xhaka was on his way out of the club.
I know, but Xhaka's just it's not Ozil. It's so unique and different because $300,000 wages a week, and he's just like it just.
We can't sell him.
That's the problem. Like
we need
stuck.
to.
If Sheffield can't sell him,
Ozil needs to go. Look, here's the attitude. Sheffield won. Ozil needs to go. Everybody says that. But we can't sell them. Nobody's going to take that.
Yeah. We can't get rid of them. And the thing is that, this is the part, like I got a love-hate relationship about the last few years of Wenger. But this is what Wenger was telling you. This is what's hard about being a manager at Arsenal right now. Like, I get the pressure from a strong firm that tells us we need to re-sign Ozils and Sanchez's for big time dollars, keep them at any cost. But I know my owners, and my owners aren't going to back me with other players around this guy. So are we just wasting our money? Probably. We're probably just wasting our money because if you can't put a supporting crew around him, then what the use is that $300,000 a week guy?
Right. Especially with the new style and how we want to play as far as the pressing, the energy. And to go back to the Liverpool game, I know we're getting off track, but to go back to the Liverpool game, that was the difference. Their fitness levels were higher than ours. The way their physicality was better than ours. And they had a little more class on the ball and finishing. And we didn't. I know we've beaten them the last 2 or 3 times we played them, including some cups, but we're still a long ways away. That's what that game showed me today.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing that does kind of frustrate me and always has about Arsenal is I have a tough time believing that any team is more fit than us. They might be more physical. Like Liverpool's definitely, they were more. Fabinho and Mane just ran around and punked everybody.
Like Mane.
I mean, Jesus. But like the fitness level, I don't think like Liverpool's necessarily like got better lungs than us. It's just there are times our style reverts back to back pass, reset. It's very much into, look, I'm not really dogging on them. I'm not, but it's very much into Xhaka's psyche. Any question of a possible threat, back pass it. And the difference is Liverpool looks across the field and down the field. They look for the next guy going down the pitch. And like, so that's where their aggression comes up. But I don't think they're like better athletes than us. I don't.
No, I mean in midfield, I think they're a little quicker than us as far as foot speed with El Nini and Xhaka. But all in all, I think you're right. And just to go back to another comment, M. Sheffic 1 said, I hate to say it, but these old Wenger signings on high wages are hurting us badly. I mean, that sums it up, really. That sums it up. Another great point, M. Sheffic. Thank you.
Hey, and there's a hidden message in that, too, that when we say it's a slow build to work on getting our team to it, some of it is that. Trying to exhaust those funds out of the team. These guys that we have on weird wages. Kolasinac is making a lot of money. 170K or something like that. It's like, come on, dude. We can't be paying him that.
You remember we were doing that with Denilson, and all those guys were on like 60,000. Theo, fucking Wilshire, all kind of people were on tons of money. And it's still kind of hurting us today. It really is.
When he re-signed Denilson, everybody, that's when real Arsenal fans were like, "Oh boy, all right, we really lost the plot, didn't we?"
But we what's a trip is we always get like a creative, diminutive, like attacking midfielder like Arshavin, and then all of a sudden they just go to shit like Ozil, Yes. We do lack. Here's another good point. We do lack of creative midfielder. I've been saying that we lack athleticism in the midfield. To me, we're just slow. We're not quick enough. We need a player like, if we can get like a Conte to play with a Ceballos, because Conte is like two people in the midfield. That would be somebody with that athleticism to be able to get around the pitch and blow shit up would be tremendous. In
the comparison between Partey and Aouar, that's why they say like they have moved Aouar to the top of the list. Is he has a little more offensive minded to him. He's supposed to be super class up. I saw one guy describe him as I don't know how they terminology stuff, but he basically said he's his own Kevin De Bruyne. Like he's comparing him to a Kevin De Bruyne style player, a guy that's big enough that he can handle himself physically, but he's real classy on the ball and got a lot of passing and willing to put in the effort. And
we need. Look, here's another look. We need Patrick Vieira. we need another big guy who's mean, we just need that kind of guy in the midfield who can get around. And like you were saying with Xhaka, he never turns around to see if he can pop a ball over the top to Aubameyang. He's always sideways and back. And then, you'd mix El Nini with that, El Nini is crafty enough to kind of get around and maybe look up, but we were too – don't even get me started. Look, the podcast is over. Don't even get me started on Leno. I can't believe we got rid of Martinez. Leno's a joke. And on the third goal, he doesn't even give David Luiz a shout to let it go through so he can get it. Anyway,
dude, I'm so disappointed with that move. I said it, man. I said keep Emmy. Leno has more value. We can make more money. and maybe we're not sitting here talking about, can we afford a war? We would have probably signed him, already.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Because somebody would have
if Bellerin can be sold and it means we get Partey in a war, do it. Do it.
Right. I like Emmy. I liked him. I thought he played good once Leno did get hurt. And I thought the back line were comfortable around him. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
But what was I going to say? Damn it.
You know what I was thinking too? Remember the very first try Mane got in the game? He did a little sneak down the middle and they threw a cross in, and somehow he got on the ball and just slammed it, and Leno stopped it. Great reactions, Leno. But then I looked at it again when they showed it from behind. You know what? Emi Martinez, he's so much bigger and stouter. Like he would have stopped it too. Like, like it would have just been a shot on goal. That's all.
Right. It's more his decision making than anything. When to come out, when not to come out. He's just lackluster on crosses. But damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. That sucks.
My bad.
Yeah. So all in all, this is another good point right here. This will end the show because this is where our minds need to be. Another great point by M. Shepard. Honestly, I'm not expecting miracles in the league, but if we could win the Europa Cup and get in the top 4, I would be happy. And that's where I'm at,
Yes.
Expectations are everything. And, today I went in with my expectations a little too high than they should have been. I should have relaxed and just kept things in perspective,
Yeah.
We lost, could have got a draw, but we didn't. But I think we got Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday, one of those clubs. I don't know. Don't at me, man.
I think we got 2 mid to late table teams before we got Man City, I think. Or
I think we played one of them Sheffield teams and then we played Man City.
Okay.
I think so.
All right.
But I think we do it after the international break. So
hey, but exactly what Ms. Sheffield is saying, man. I like all those things that he said he'd be happy with. That would be an improvement on our season, and that would be great experience for a very young team. Going into next year, you would think the team is really strong and ready to compete, but in the meantime, man, this is going to be a fun season. I'm looking forward to it, man. We got a lot of players to watch and a lot of youngsters, and I hope we bring some new ones in,
Yeah. And one last point, the saddest thing about Emi Martinez was he spends so much time at the club, going out on loan, never really getting his opportunity. And when he did, he came through,
I mean, like a true Arsenal lover would do. He did everything he did for his club, man.
Yeah.
It's just sad to me. Yeah, like you said, he was with us for so long.
Yeah.
He had the longest tenure in the team. When he left, now it's Bellerin.
And speaking of Bellerin, can he eat a cheeseburger or two? Is he vegan? What's going on with that guy?
I'm telling you, it's in his head, man. And you know what? I'm going to give him the same thing I give Xhaka. Doing well, but there are times in the game, if you look like, he just kind of stood there and he let somebody get behind him. It happens. And he's not as fast as everybody thinks he is. He's not.
On that note, we're going to end it. We're going to end it. And Shepard One, thanks for participating, man. It's been a pleasure. And yeah, we're going to try to do this after every game. So check in with us. And yeah, man. Big Dog.
Appreciate it, man. Give a shout out to your homies, man. Tell them to watch us.
What's that?
I told Ms. Sheffield, give a shout out to your homeboys, man. Tell them to watch us.
Already. All right, man. Well, that'll do it. I'm going to end this right now. Fitty, I'll get with you. Peace.
See the flag. You see it.